Hey guys, we have a new console in the room 31. We're gonna take off the dust cover. You're gonna head to the back and you will see there is a power button right here. Press that on, this will start booting up and it will recall the last saved file. I'm gonna start a little bit backwards, but if you want to shut down the console, you're gonna go to Setup, and over here it says Shutdown, and that will put into a state where it will say it's safe to flip on the power switch in the back. All right, but an overview of the console is you have your main menus: Home, Effects, Meters, Routing, Setup, Library, and Utility. Where you guys are going to be mostly living on is the first bank of 12. There's 4 faders, or no, sorry, there's 12 faders on here. You got your drums, stems, bass, and electric guitars, which is not common. It's for a full-size band, but on average, it's usually the keys and acoustic and singers and your Spotify and your computer inputs. So layer 13 to 24 has kind of everything you need for a typical acoustic set and music to be played back. Mac Mini is the computer over here, and Stream is what's coming from our auditorium if we're live. There's more inputs available, but it's not programmed. We don't typically use it. And 25, 36, nothing. Buses are your in-ears, which what we are routing to. So you have your 8 in-ear mixes. You have 2 verb effects and a drum verb, and 12 is empty. So we typically had a delay. I took that away because it doesn't really translate well. It's kind of the onboard delay is just not as great as I was playing with it earlier. If you go to next layer, you got mains. This is your master fader that controls everything, and these are your left, right, and subs, which control the individual speakers. So this is linked. This one will control these 2 speakers. The sub fader will control the 2 subs. So ideally they're set to 0, and this will be your master if you want to control both feeding into here. There are DCAs available. If you don't know what that is, we can talk about it. But it's not programmed yet, and there's user layers that we can set up for just custom shows or custom shortcuts. So that's this section right here. This side is really cool. You got your master fader right here. If I go back to mains, if I adjust this, it's adjusting both. That's your master fader, easily accessible on the right as the previous console. These 4 buttons control this bank and this window. So if I go to bus, it shows what each of these buttons are doing right here. If I press DCA, matrix, all of these are changing. And so let's just say you want to mix in-ears. In-ear 1 over here, bus, in-ear 1, press 1. That will spill these faders to be mixing to in-ear 1. Go to 2, 3, 4, all that stuff. If it's lit up, you have a spill. You'll see right there's a spill too. Don't get lost in the layer. If you have a main group right here. On user, there's currently nothing programmed. Down the line, if we wanted to do a tap tempo for delay, we could do that. But again, it doesn't really sound good at the moment with the onboard effects. If there are any questions, let me know. We'll have a talkback set up here too. A will be for the band and in the house, and then B will be just for the band itself too. There's a new board, so we're probably going to be configuring things as we go, but if there's any question, please let me know.